Okay, so let's go over the latest build for Agents of Learning. So let's start with English. Okay, so we'll go spelling. So automatically we only have 30 seconds, which really isn't a lot of time. And one of the issues that we need to fix is if I need to go back because I misspelled a word, I have to spell the whole word again, and that takes up a lot of time. We need to have a button that you can delete a previous letter to speed up the time. So that's one of the issues that we need to fix. And then the second one is, let's see, so right here you can see I have 11 enemies left, but nothing is popping up. So that's a glitch that we need to fix. And then at this point, if we retry, and again, if there's a misspelling and I need to go back and change it, I can't. I have to start all over, which is wasting time, and that's going to be a problem. And again, there's no time limit, so I don't know how much time I have to complete the mission. So we need to have some sort of time limit up here for that. So can't buy anything. Retry. So we need to do something about the skip button and the stopwatch. We need to make that a little more clearer. We need to move this button out of the way so no one accidentally pushes it, which takes them out of this challenge, because that's going to be very frustrating if you're almost at the end and you accidentally touch that. So we should probably have that like up in the corner up here somewhere out of the way for that. So you want basic commands down here, stop the timer up here, and then like maybe have that button up in the corner out of the way. So as you can see, 30 seconds really isn't a lot of time if you have 18 enemies. So let's get out of that. That's something we need to fix. Now onto the math. Let's try addition. So as you can see, I'm going pretty good pace. So I'm driving along, and the issue that I'm going to have is how much time do I have left and how far do I need to go? Now, without knowing that, I'm not going to be able to decide if I need to use turbo to complete the mission, if I need to use a stopwatch, if I need to use rockets, or a shield. Because I'm just driving along and I think I'm doing pretty well, going at a decent pace. I'm not hitting a lot of obstacles. I'm answering them pretty quickly. See, so what just happened? I just failed my first mission, which should be an easy setting, and the reason I failed is I have no idea what the status is, how much time I have left, how far I need to go. This is something that we need to put in there, that way users know. Let me hit exit, and here's another issue. We're back in the race again. So yes, we have a gasoline meter, but that doesn't tell me how much time I have left. That just tells me how much fuel, which doesn't help much if I don't know how far I have to go and how much time I have to get there. So again, we need to have some sort of stopwatch up here and like some sort of distance meter to let user know where they are in the challenge. That way they can decide if they need to use a shield to bypass, or a combination of turbo and shield to get to the destination. Stopwatch, so they can use a combination of any one of these to fulfill the mission. But if they don't know where they are in the race, they're not going to use any of this stuff. They're not going to purchase any of it, and we're just going to have angry users. So that's something that we need to fix by adding the stopwatch, the distance, so that the users know where they are in the game. And I also think it would be nice, in the previous build on my phone, when I first started the race, the car actually started at a pretty fast rate rather than starting at a stop position. So if we can do something about that, that would be great. So let's get out of that and get back in. Let's do the coding. So let's do the helicopter, and this is what it looks like on a tablet. As you can see, it doesn't fit right. The helicopter, half the helicopter is missing. So we need to do something about that. As you can see, I just completed that second challenge, even though technically I just crashed into the landing pad. So if we can program that to make it a little more specific, that you actually have to land or not crash into the target area, because now all these glitches are coming up. Because technically you don't really have to complete it, you just have to get close to the goal and it counts as a completion. So we need to fix that. As you can see, you just have to get into the ballpark area and it seems to register as a complete task, which should not be the case. We need to fix that. And again, we need some sort of time limit so they know how much time they have to complete the mission. Because if not, they're going to take all day and do this at their leisure. Which we don't want. We don't want them to sit and cheat or get someone else to do it. We want them to do it themselves with some sort of time limit that would motivate them to work faster and be more focused in the objective. As you can see, it didn't even hit the goal, but yet it's already registered as complete. So these are glitches that we need to fix. So let me get out of that. And then for the mission, so these, I'm assuming there's going to be a countdown to let you know, like 2 remaining, 1 remaining, 3 remaining. That way they know exactly how many's left to do. And let's go to settings. Okay, volume's on. Grammar. Again, we need to move this up there because in case someone accidentally hits it, all that hard work is gone and now they're back to starting over. So we need to do something about that. And right here, as you can see, cookbooks doesn't fit in. We need to make sure the words fit into the box. That way people can figure out the sentence. Because if I can't read the complete word, it's going to be very hard. Now we need to make sure that sentences like this, Nicholas and James, are interchangeable. Either one will work, because if not, users are going to be frustrated because that sentence that I put together was a correct sentence. So we need to make sure that words are interchangeable. Again, we need some sort of stopwatch up here. And here's another glitch. I have 9 enemies, but none of them are showing up on the screen. So we need to fix this glitch. We need to put in the music. And these are the issues that I am finding with this build, which is supposed to be a complete build without the avatar, which clearly it's not, because I don't have the music and there seems to be lots of issues in the app. So these are things that need to be fixed as soon as possible.